Okay, so we know how to turn decimals to fractions and fractions to decimals, yes?
Yes.
We know how to add fractions.
Yes.
We know how to add decimals.
Yes.
What about subtracting decimals?
Yes.
What about subtracting fractions?
Yes.
Do you think you can subtract decimals and fractions?
No. Yes. Yes.
Ooh,
Yes,
what
yes.
about adding decimals and fractions?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not really a trick question. Remember how we talked about baby bites?
Yes.
We learned how to add decimals to baby bite. We learned how to add fractions to baby bite. We learned how to turn decimals to fractions baby bite. And then fractions to decimals baby bite. Now we're going to put all of it together. Small bites make it nice and pretty, right? The big bites are kind of scary. So let's go through this. We're going to look at number 2 first. So Mr. Brown bought 2 2/3 pounds of bananas and 3 5/10 pounds of peaches at the grocery store. How many more pounds of peaches than bananas did Mr. Brown purchase? Okay, so what is the very first thing we should probably do?
Write down our information. No, not write down our information.
Important information that we need. What am I solving for?
You're solving for how many more pounds of peaches than bananas?
So I'm going to write down how many. Do you know what LBS stands for?
Pounds.
All right, good. Pounds of peaches than bananas. Okay, what do I need to know in that problem to help me solve this question? Araceli?
He bought 2 2/3 pounds of bananas.
So I'm going to put a B for bananas. And he's 2 2/3 pounds. Chris, what else do I need to know?
He bought 3 5/10 pounds of peaches.
Okay. I want you to take about 30 seconds and write down the expression you would use to solve this problem. Don't solve it. Just write down the problem you would use to solve it. Trying to figure out how many more pounds of peaches and bananas he bought. What did you write down, Dylan?
3 5 subtract 2
Give me a thumbs up if you agree. I agree too. So we're going to do 3 5/10 minus 2 2/3. What will that answer give me?
We don't know yet.
But what will it, when I solve it, what will it give me?
The answer to how many?
Answer to how many how many more peaches than bananas?
Pounds of peaches and bananas. Okay. Right now, when I have a decimal and a fraction, I have a banana and a peach. Can I say those are the same?
No.
They're under the same category of fruit, but they're the same kind of fruit.
No.
Is 3.5 and 2 2/3 a number?
No.
They're both numbers, but are they the same kind of numbers?
No.
So I have to first make them the same kind of numbers. Do I want to change my fraction to a decimal or my decimal to a fraction?
Fraction to
I have a decimal to a fraction. Anyone want to do a fraction to a decimal? Just use this pencil. Why do we want to go to a decimal to a fraction? How do you know that, Araceli?
Because the answer choices are fractions.
Yes, we have to use our answer choices to kind of guide us which direction we want to go. If these were in decimals, I'm changing my fraction to a decimal. If these are in fractions, my decimal has to be turned to a
Fraction.
okay. So you're probably going to need more room. So if you'll get out your station spiral,
I don't mind.
I'm going to do my work for this problem on my piece of paper. So I'm going to put number 2, and I'm going to write down the problem we're solving. So just like when we add our fractions or subtract fractions, I'm going to draw my line and do the work for my problem off to the right of that line. Okie dokie. Well, y'all said we're gonna do what first?
We're going to
Turn the decimal
into a fraction.
Turn my decimal into a fraction. Who remembers how to do that? I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to write down right here what 3 5/10 is equal to as a fraction. If you don't remember, just try. We have pencils, they have erasers, we can fix it.
Oh.
Everyone's just trying.
I know more.
All right, William.
Yes.
What are we gonna do? Or tell me what your fraction is.
3,
As your,
whole number,
okay.
and then 5 as the numerator, and
Okay.
then 10 as the denominator.
I agree. Did anyone get anything different?
Nope.
What'd you get, Joey?
Something weird.
Okay. Does anyone remember how else I can write 5/10? Logan?
Wait, can you say it one more time?
How else can you write 5/10 as a fraction?
You could write it as 1/2.
I can write it as 1/2. If this was me solving the problem by myself, I'm gonna go with 1/2 because that is simplified. Remember, if I'm able to simplify, go ahead and do that because it saves me one more step in the very end. Okay, so I'm gonna leave all these here because they're all the same, right? Is this equivalent to this?
Yes.
Is this equivalent to this?
Yes.
What's equivalent mean? Equal the same. We have not changed the value of that number. Okay, now I'm gonna write -2 2/3 here. Okay, can I subtract now?
Yes.
No.
I need to do some work, but am I able to actually start solving that problem now?
No, not yet. Well, yes. Now.
Yes, because now I have bananas and bananas, right? Like I have the same kind of fruit. I have fractions and fractions, so I can go ahead and do that. But when y'all say no, we can't do it, what do we have to do first?
Turn them into improper fractions.
We have to turn them into an improper fraction, okay?
Ratio.
Who can remind me what we have to have when we add or subtract fractions?
Ratio table.
Why do we use a ratio table? Like, what do we need? Like, what's my reason why I need that, Dylan?
Where you can turn it to the same denominator.
We have to have a common denominator. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 1/2 into an improper fraction. And 2 2/3. Taking my denominator times my whole number, get 6. Taking that product, adding it to my numerator to get my new numerator of
7.
denominator is
7. 3.
denominator for this one is 2. It stays the same. Here, same steps. Denominator times whole number is
6.
take that product, add it to my numerator to get
8/3.
8. My denominator is 3. Very good. I'm taking and replacing 3 1/2 with
7.
7 2/2. 2 2/3 with
8.
8/3. Okay. Now what am I going to do, Joey?
Ratio.
Ratio. I'm not radioactive. Not a radio table.
Radium.
A ratio table.
Array. Sheep. Oh.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and make mine. I'm going to pause it while I make it. You're making yours while I make mine. I'm going to call on a lucky contestant.
Oh no.
Man, that was like reading my mind. And they're going to give me the common denominator. Just going to draw a number so everyone make sure you have yours ready.
Oh no. Oh no.
You know how to add, right?
Yes,
Totally.
ma'am.
Alright, so add up. If you don't know your sevens, 7 plus 7 is?
14.
Add 7 more.
21.
Add 7 more.
28.
Add 7 more.
35.
Man, you have like the best imaginary friends round. Alright, I'm going to give you 30 more seconds and then I'm going to show you mine. After I call on someone from my cup to give me the common denominator.
Wait, if
I
you
know
answer
the
the
answer.
question, do you get a ticket?
Yes, we'll at the very end. We'll just take it at the very end. Alright, here we go. May the odds be in your favor.
19.
14.
Oh, that's not
That's
Oh my god, forever.
8.
Not here. No! Not here.
3.
Not here! That's Lily. I don't know.
No,
That's Lily.
6.
No. She left.
Oh
Kaylin.
my gosh. Okay, 5th time's a charm here. No, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5th time. Is that right? 2, 4. Yeah, 16.
That's David.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
All right, I think we're out of options. People not here. No, I'm 22. 5.
No.
Who's 5?
Joey.
Touch your nose. Touch your head. Touch your shoulders. Okay, 19. Help him out. Who's 19?
Me.
What's your common denominator?
21, 6, and 16, 6.
So 6 is the common denominator. Agree?
Yeah.
I agree too. All right, so I circle it. So I said, is there a 2 down here? Nope. 4,
No.
6.
Yes.
Hello. 8,
No.
10.
No.
Okay. If I had 2 that were on the bottom, what would we do?
Do the lowest.
Use
Do the
the
lowest one.
lowest one. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to put that this is equivalent to 21/6. This is equivalent to 16/6. Replacing 7/2 with 21/6. 8/3 with
Then you
16/6.
have to turn it to a mixed number.
Not yet. I have to actually do the subtracting. And if I have an improper fraction then I'll turn it to a mixed number. Okay, I'm coming over here, gonna do 21 minus 16. Can I do that problem now?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you have the common denominator.
I have a common denominator.
5.
So this gives me,
5, 6.
do I need to make that into a mixed number?
No.
No, because it's not improper. So, 3 and 5/10 minus 2 and 2/3 is